And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Dire Circumstance, Curse of Innistrad. This is the Halloween season now, and we'll be doing the stream this time every week from the second week of September. Well, second to last week. Well, this week of September all the way to the second week of November. Yeah, this is second to last week of September. Anyways, so to recap from last few times, let's see. Party dealt with the evil witches that were attacking a winery. Tracked them all the way back to a hill where they were performing a ritual. Defeated them and encountered a new party member who was trapped within the tree. One Adrian Maurer, the son of the big bad Streffen Maurer. Then, when they returned to town, they then decided to track down a group of skeletons that were just north, all the way to, let's see, where is it in the notes? Creatures. Oh, Mount Baratok, where they encountered an even more powerful undead who actually wasn't there to cause chaos or destruction, just looking for a place to build his summer home. And after talking with the party for a bit, decided that when they decided to go after the big bad Streffen Maurer, he'll be there to help them then, and only then. As the party needs to get stronger by themselves without help from a powerful being, otherwise they become too reliant and can't stand on their own. So anyways, here we are back in the village of Lamas, and Patricia was wanting to try and find a blacksmith to make silver claws for her werewolf form. And here we are. So, what are you going to do now?
Well, depends on which way town is.
Well, you're in town right now.
Oh, well, the map doesn't look like it. Let me look and see what I can get while at town.
Oh, I see the problem.
Pretty sure I do have a little bit more than 20 GP.
I've got 23.
Okay,
silver.
so I guess we both do have 20 GP.
Of course, I also started with 0.
Well,
23 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, and 4 copper. I think I had 4 silver, but 2 of them are stuck in a werewolf's skull.
Well, we're gonna have to. The thing is that do we know for a fact that that's going to be enough to buy? Oh, sorry, it's late at night. That's going to be able to buy the silver claws you're after.
Worst case scenario, they say fuck off and die. In which case, I think I can get out of town quick enough.
I'm not going to help you rob a place.
I'm not going to rob a place. I'm meaning, if they just... They are going to realize I'm a werewolf at some point, so they may get ticked off and I may be chased out of town.
Also, aren't we trying to help the people not make their lives already worse than it is right now? Just saying.
I'm just saying, yeah. Come to think of it,
What if I offer a silvered longsword for materials? It would probably be cheaper then.
Well, let's find a blacksmith and see. So, what are you going to do now?
so we're going to have enough to negotiate with said blacksmith.
Well, Rick, Leon.
Or even are we?
Right here.
Yep.
Oh, there we are.
Hello?
So, going to try and find a blacksmith?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can barter with either.
I've got studded leather armor and a silver longsword. I also could offer up my crossbow, because it has done me absolutely nothing so far.
Just a wild idea, but maybe we should come back when we're a little bit more rich.
The only reason I'm thinking about this is simply I cannot deal any damage right now while I'm in werewolf form because I lose all my belongings when I turn into werewolf. So I drop the sword.
Well, you don't exactly lose your belongings, you just... Oh,
But they melt to your form.
nope, that's with druids and polymorph spells. Werewolves are a little different from that.
All right.
I still want to get a price check, dang it.
Here's the thing. What if are we going to be able to Silver only works well on werewolves, but we've also ran into witches and
Undead.
I think skeletons too.
Yep.
Or
I believe regular claws worked well on them.
Let's see. Some monsters that have immunity or resistance to non-magical weapons are susceptible to silver weapons. So when facing creatures that are resistant to non-magical attacks, having a silvered weapon can help. Without actually having to get a magic weapon in the first place.
Getting silver claw tips and then enchanting them, I would absolutely mess some stuff up.
unfortunately, I can't.
Can't what?
I can't enchant the weapons. I don't think. I'm not an artificer in this one.
Let's see. There are some things in the rules as written about crafting magic items.
I don't think I have that spell either. Nope. Detect magic, burning hands, absorb elements, ice knife, mage armor, or knock, whole person, fireball counterspell. Okay, I forgot I had fireball in this game. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. Okay. I guess here's the thing.
Crafting a magic item. Let's see. Ingredients. Common magic items. 1 week. Uncommon 2. Rare 10. Very rare 25. Legendary 50 weeks.
Mm.
And don't really have that time or money to craft legendary weapons, as Streffen Mauer is busy in the process of wiping out humans in his territory.
Thing is, though, is that even if we went to a shop that was somehow selling magical weapons, we don't have a lot of gold to go around.
Plus, well, Madame Vishanti did say that we could find a weapon in a tomb.
True. But what's guarding it?
Let's find out.
We're ready to go then?
If I'm not going to be able to get my silver claws this visit to town, yep, I'm ready to go. I got nothing else to buy. I'm saving up for them silver claws.
Let's say I have a few spells here. I don't see anything I can do either.
So when I turn into werewolf, I can use my silver longsword?
You can. Do you have one?
Yeah, it's in my character sheet. I don't know why I haven't been using it. But I just opened up the character sheet and it was there.
Silver longsword?
Hmm?
Wait, werewolves can wield weapons?
I believe so. Let me double check that. Let's see. Werewolf. Actions. Bite, wolf for hybrid, claws, hybrid. Spear, humanoid form only. See. A character becomes a lycanthrope retains his first statistic except as specified by lycanthrope type. Speeds in non-human form, damage immunity, traits, and actions that don't involve equipment. Character is proficient in the lycanthrope's natural attacks, such as bite or claws. With shield damage is shown in the lycanthrope statistics. Can speak while in animal form. Werewolf, strength of 15. If it isn't higher, +1 AC while in warp hybrid form. Attack and damage rolls for natural weapons are based on strength. So, nothing in the rules. Wait. Huh.
Wait a minute. That means also that you can't wear silver claws either. Unless I'm wrong.
Well, making silver claws would be a painful process.
So I cannot wield my longsword?
For
You
what I'm seeing of
can, you
all
just have to
the
be human.
stat blocks for lycanthropes, you can wield a longsword in hybrid form, just not full wolf form.
Okay. So the only way that I can wield a weapon in full wolf form would be if I had it mated to my wolf form.
Right,
I doubt
so
anyone has the which I doubt anyone has the knowledge to do or wants to do.
I mean, in
unless
theory, you can take red hot silver and put it on my claws and hope that my wolf form doesn't kill you.
No thanks. I'm not gonna hurt you by using your very I'm not gonna hurt you by pouring the metal at your very weakness all over your hands.
It'll be fine.
I utterly refuse. And plus, and more than that, who's to say that having silver claws won't injure you every time you transform? Or who's to say that it will only last for one transformation
before
and
they
then
fall off.
dissipate?
Oh, that would tick me off.
Or they fall off?
Okay. What if I were to wear a gauntlet?
Wouldn't that dull your claws entirely, taking away a part of your clawing attack? More than that, if you try and do a clawing attack, with the silver gauntlet, your claws will not be silvered. The only way you can do that with a werewolf is to punch them.
And that's just
Or that being
1 bludgeoning damage per hit. unless
Like a
otherwise
silver
required.
claws on it.
What was that?
I was meaning like one of those Germanic gauntlets that have the claws coming out of them.
They don't make those here.
Okay, that's probably a fair point.
I'm just saying you're trying to weaponize your body that's already a weapon. And more than that need I remind you that werewolves don't like fire very much?
That's also a very valid point. I'm just trying to become the ultimate monster hunting machine, dang it.
You want to do that, and yet you gave yourself to being a monster.
Become better at hunting said monsters?
Fair point.
Although now that I'm a werewolf, does that negate my animal handling skill? Or does that not change it at all? Because don't dogs not like werewolves?
Nothing about that in any of the books.
Okay, good. Because I still want to tame me a pet wolf so we can tag team some werewolves. Okay. I can see how I tame a wolf. Just whoop it while I'm in wolf form and be like, I'm your alpha now.
Right. Because that's how you befriend dogs.
Definitely.
Just whip them till they obey. Jeez, no wonder why so many have ran from you.
No. I'll probably give it a steak or something.
Assuming you don't eat it yourself.
Join a wolf pack on the hunt.
Well,
You're joining the wolf. You haven't been able to join any of the werewolf packs we've seen.
Because I don't agree with them. They speak with a different accent than me.
They don't speak at all.
That's because you don't speak their language. You can't understand me when I'm in wolf form, can you? We're having this conversation in the open of a freaking village.
Maybe we should take this outside before you get hauled away by the local guards or inquisition.
No, the animal catcher.
oh no, definitely the Inquisition.
The way you said that, I just had freaking root beer come out my nose. No, definitely the Inquisition.
Anyways,
All right, fine.
Because last time I checked, they don't really care for vampires, werewolves, or necromancers around here. You're lucky they tolerate me. Someone who could literally shoot fire out of his hands.
It's very handy to keep me in line, isn't it?
Don't tempt me to try. Don't tempt me with keeping you in line right now. Let's get out of the town before you get us thrown out, or worse, in prison.
Okay.
Or even worse, before they put you down.
Well, where
Okay.
should we go?
Let's go find that cool weapon that everybody was talking about.
Do we know anything about the weapon? What kind of weapon it is? A sword? A spear?
Cool gauntlet for werewolves.
Well,
I heard
according
that
to
some people
Madame
think.
de Chanty, it was a sacred weapon hidden in Sergei's tomb.
And that's on the property of the people, isn't it?
Most likely.
Property of what?
Of Streffen Mauer.
Dresden Mauer. Remind me who that is again?
The big bad.
Oh, I see. I've heard tell of some people in the Inquisition actually they specialize in flails. How you kill a vampire with what's essentially a chain whip, though, is anyone's guess.
It's probably been silvered. If the flail, at least.
There we go. Anyways. Well, I guess we're making our way across the plains now then, or something?
Well, as that Mad Mage had said, we aren't exactly equipped to, or ready, or powerful enough to go after Streffen Mauer now.
So what do we do in the meantime then? We can't exactly. We don't have enough money to buy equipment. We can't just go. The only thing we could do is go around looking for odd jobs from the Inquisition until we feel like we have enough money to get the.
Oh yes, that's a real smart idea. Have the werewolf join the Inquisition, and I think this guy is also a vampire.
Half.
You got a better idea?
I mean, no, but doesn't mean that's a good one.
Well, what else can we do? The only thing we could, we can't exactly go straight to the tomb of the very one we're trying to beat. I still have a lot more to learn.
All right, let's go to the Inquisition and be like, hey, I'm a werewolf. He's a half vampire. We're here to join you guys.
I'm not talking about that. There's a bulletin board for jobs right there.
Okay. Touche.
Besides, there's not exactly Have you actually done your research? The Inquisition is ran by volunteers. You don't have consider only the big cities have a formal Inquisitor squad. Does this look like a big city to you?
Actually, there's an Inquisitor squad that is making its way to here.
All right, then. So, what do we do? We're likely to get arrested. We can't just go straight to the tomb either. So,
I mean, tell them that I'm a good werewolf. Let's see if they'll believe me.
They probably don't think there's such a thing, Patricia. By the.
Okay. You're a werewolf, or I'm a
By the
werewolf.
ancients, what do we do here?
Let's see, looking at the notice board.
What do you? I guess I guess we can look at the notice board, see if there's any jobs that volunteers not part of an Inquisition squad could take care of. But why would they have volunteers if they have a formal Inquisition squad? Unless the Inquisition squads are mainly to keep monsters out of that. With the influx of monsters, they're mainly here to keep monsters out of towns, not go out and actively hunt them.
They could also get people they think are monsters or are affiliated with monsters or part of the Skurstag and have them tortured and publicly executed, whether or not they're guilty.
All right, let's just look at the notice board and see if there's anything here.
That's probably the brightest idea we've had.
Well, looking at the notice board, you see just a bunch of warnings about not going in. You see a warning about not going into the woods because of monsters. You see several notifications about children missing. You see a news bulletin talking about the destruction of Heron's Light Hold. And another notification talking about the Inquisition making its way to the village of Lamas.
Uh,
Looks like this child was taken from this town. That means there might be evidence nearby.
There's
The
a few
question
notices like that.
Okay.
I was gonna say let's look into the missing kids.
I guess here's the question: can you sense any? Do you have any increased olfactory functions with even when you're not in wolf form?
I believe so.
If we can find something that belonged to the child, we should be able to find it.
Its statistics, other than its AC, are the same in each form. Okay, so that means yes.
Just don't give it away. Just try not to give it away that you're a werewolf when you actually get the thing. But if we can somehow get to where the child was last seen and acquire, or something that the child had their hands on and acquire the scent, we might be able to track him down. No problem.
I've got a really stupid plan. What if we go to the parents and ask for a piece of the clothing so I can get his scent?
I hate to say it, but I was going to actually talk about going to the family or next to kin to talk about it anyways. At the same time, though, it says but the form very clearly says to only go there if you have any. However, the form does say to only go to the nearby guards post if you have any information. Question is, do we dare ask for information from there?
So I let the dice choose my answer. Dice say that's probably a bad idea.
Well, what else are we going to do? We don't exactly know.
Sometimes a bad idea is the only idea we got, so let's run it.
I turn to our half-vampire person and say, "You've been awfully quiet. What do you think about this?" I forgot what his name was.
Adrian?
Hmm?
You're talking about Adrian? Adrian Maurer? The half-vampire character?
Yeah. I turn to Maurer. I say, "You've been awfully quiet. How do you suspect we go about this?" All we
Well,
know, what I do know is that we need evidence. We need some kind of clue about where they went. And it doesn't mention anything about a last scene in area. Oh, wait. There is. It says that he was last seen
playing in the woods outside of town?
in the woods outside of town. Well, it's not much, but it's a start.
Well, it's not the only one like that.
Question is, do we look for both of them at the same time? Could they both be at the same area?
There's actually several notices asking about missing children on the board.
Wait a second. All of these are about children who got lost in the woods and therefore and never came back. Something is going on, and all these warnings are saying the same of not to go in the woods. Look, this one's even announcing a curfew in the town to make sure no one goes there.
Alright, sounds like werewolves. Let's go check it out.
Hold your horses. Werewolves don't kidnap kids.
Okay, witches. In which case, my punches will actually deal damage.
Rumor has it that some witches use them. Try. I think I read it in a book somewhere. But I don't know if it's mere legend or if it's actually true. Some wizard will actually capture kids that often are very young or in some cases little girls with natural beauty, in hopes to either devour them or somehow steal their youth or beauty to prolong their lives.
Luna woke up at that and looks over at the phone like...
Luna, you're a real dog or you in-game dog?
My real dog.
Oh, I see.
Just says goodnight.
Question is, are the legends true? Or is it just because I know just as many tales that were revealed to be tales to get their child to not go into the woods at night. Then again, legends, I say as I take an R1 poster down, or missing poster down, don't cause children to go missing. Especially not them who are all around the same age. Considering all of these children are around 5 to 7
Well,
sun cycles, years.
Arcana check.
Sometimes I failed because I do not have proficiency in that, and I got a 9.
Ah, crud. You got better than I did. The dice show with you. I'm not going to fool around today.
These aren't normal witches if that is the case. But
Harpies?
Oh,
If they
well, I mean by
steal
that
chil-
is
if they steal children to eat like this, they aren't normal witches, but hags. Inhuman creatures that like to steal human children. 21 on that Arcana check.
who want that card on the Arcana check?
Adrian Maurer.
Now, Adrian, being as you know a lot about
Hags?
them, can my claws hurt them?
Wait, you're saying that? Wait, you're saying that those legends are true? I
Yeah,
literally
but
remember.
they
I
are
literally remember
talking
hearing
about
tales
something
about.
else entirely.
So they're not witches.
They're hags. Inhuman
So they're
monsters.
worse.
Yes.
Can my claws hurt them?
By the elders. Okay. Either way you slice it, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go in. I'll make sure that we'll have to go into the woods. But we'll have to be. But we'll have to get out of the. But we need to be all the way into the woods before nightfall, and the sun's already starting to set. Or I guess, and this, if we don't get out of here by dusk, we'll be captured by the guard for breaking curfew. One more thing. I guess with that in mind, once we go into the woods, we can't go back to the town until morning. Not unless, and if we go back to the town, we can't be seen outside until dawn. Otherwise, we will be arrested for breaking curfew. Whoever these hags are, they've got the entire town up in arms. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Of course, I always heard that vampires were more powerful at night. So maybe that will be beneficial for you. I say, turning to, I forgot his name already. Who?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Well, they also say werewolves are more strong at night, and I seem to be built different.
Especially since a full moon's coming.
I'm
I'm a
built.
wizard. Do you honestly not believe that I would be trying to study the phases of the moon?
So, real question here. Are hags immune to non-magical weapons?
That is something you'll have to figure out for yourself.
Fabulous.
Either way, into the woods we go. And not an hour later.
As soon as we get out into the woods, I transform into wolf form, just because I feel more natural that way.
You sure you'll be okay? You'll be able to control yourself when the moon rises?
If not, there's a silver sword on my back.
What sword?
He has a silvered longsword.
I know, but he doesn't. First off, I can't sure as heck can't wield it. Second off, he's in full wolf form, which means the sword is not in his current possession.
He's wearing it.
I just can't wield it with my claws.
But you could in hybrid form.
tells me he's not going to be able to take hybrid form when the moon rises. In fact, we might be lucky if he'd be able to take his form at all. At least there's still sunlight out, which means we're unlikely to run into any werewolves that might be guarding this place. Of course, I've been wrong before.
Which way are we going?
Probably this way.
For some reason, I'm guessing this way.
Homie, which way into the woods? Is this into the woods? Or is this into the woods?
You're in the woods.
So we're just continually walking down the path until something jumps out.
Hello, Luna. Hello, Luna. Sorry, it's fun annoying the dog. So, what do I roll to try to get the kids and hags' scent?
Perception.
Ooh. Can I re-roll that? That was a nat 1.
You aren't able
All
to
right.
find anything.
That just happened.
All right, who farted?
No, I just accidentally hung up.
No, I mean in the game.
Oh.
Something disrupted
Yeah.
your sense. It was like, all right, fess up. Who did it?
Okay, 15 plus 6 would be 21.
So, let's see. There we are. While traveling, searching for any clue involving the missing children, you, Patricia, hear the sound of lights, very faint screeching, and a lot of wings flapping. As a swarm of bats appear.
That's
Bats. Roll for initiative.
vampires.
15 again.
That dice isn't loaded.
Well, this is the first time it's ever rolled good for me.
21.
So where the heck is... So it'd be plus 3, so 18. I guess I need to get a couple of D4s. Probably a D8.
Alright, so Aaron the Mage, what did you get? 21?
Yeah, 21.
And Patricia got what?
18.
Adrian got 16. And the Bats. So, first up is Aaron.
Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna try Firebolt to hit it just because there's too many people close by that are vulnerable to fire right now.
Good choice.
What are you casting?
Rolling to hit. Okay, so that's a 16 to hit. What modifier? But that's without modifiers. So what?
What would be your spell attack
What modifiers do I
bonus?
add to that? The attack bonus. That means it's a 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. And since it's a cantrip, is that D4 or D8? I think.
What is the spell?
Well,
Firebolt.
D10. And at your level, 2d10.
2d10. Jeez. That's 19 damage on the rolls alone.
Well, unless you have a wizard subclass feature that adds your spellcasting ability modifier to the damage you deal.
I don't think I do.
Let's
Let me
see.
check.
Evocation Wizard. Let's see.
dog, why are you so chill today? Is it because you knocked me out earlier?
Nope.
Doesn't look like I have it.
You ever get knocked out by a dog?
So that was 19 damage, you said?
Yep.
All right. So you cast your spell, and the bolt of fire energy flies into the swarm, knocking out most of it, and then the remainder of the flying bats just scatter and disperse into the night.
Huh.
Yeah, that's going to have consequences.
The swarm
Well,
flees
that
and it
happened.
has less than half of its hit points remaining.
Huh. Well, that happened.
Again, I feel like that's going to have consequences.
You know, to be honest, at first I thought that would be I thought for certain that that'd be some kind of vampire or something.
No, it's just gonna
And
go
again,
tell.
vampires turn into a single bat, if I recall correctly, not bat swarms.
Unless the DM
Unless
wants
that's
to
a
have fun.
stereotype.
Unless the DM wants to have fun with epic vampires.
Unless that's a stereotype, and if that's the case, I meant no offense, Adrian.
No,
As I
but those
said, I'm only
bats.
half vampire.
Then I guess I really mean no offense.
Quit being so magic phobic.
I'm not magic phobic.
I'm telling the wizard to be less magic phobic. Oh, that might be the highlight of my D&D career right there.
That would probably be something that is fear of the undead.
I see.
Or at least something along those lines.
Well, you slice it. Let's keep going.
So did I catch the scent earlier?
No, but you did catch the sound of all those bats.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm trying again. 11 plus 6 would be a 17.
You hear the distant sound of wolves howling.
Oh, I know where there's some werewolves at. I don't feel like getting into a punching fest where nobody deals any damage between each other.
As
Is it a
Those
regular
are
wolf?
careful. There's never only one.
Are they regular wolves? What the heck is... Okay, those are still regular wolves.
six dire wolves show up.
6 werewolves?
Dire wolves.
Alright,
Dire wolves.
first of all, I'm going to try to communicate with them before we attack them.
Roll for animal
Appreci-
handling.
I'm pretty sure you and them don't speak the exact same dialect.
Roll for animal handling.
I think that's going to be an unnatural 20. Let me double check. Unnatural 20.
Of course, of course, of course.
Because that was a 14 plus a 6.
Of course. So, using your animal handling skill, you managed to convince the 6 dire wolves that you weren't of any interest to you and they left. Well, interest to them and they left.
What did you say to them?
I told them that you taste horrible and we're probably going to be the only one that they get to taste.
They're probably offended by your stereotypes. Wolves don't actually eat humans unless they're desperate. We probably were just encroaching on their territory.
Well, they were dire wolves, so they were probably worse than regular wolves.
Fair point, Adrian. My apologies.
Hmm.
If I could get you those first, right? Yeah.
All right. Are we gonna try one more time, or are you gonna summon? Or are you gonna summon some demons this time?
Let's see.
You let me go to a store without you with your debit card.
That is a 26. Yeah. Sorry. A 25. Because I think I get a plus 60 protection. Yeah, plus 6 unless I'm using my Thieves' Tool. Not really right now.
Let's see.
All right. What's going on?
I'm trying
Yeah, I was
to
about
find
to...
something. As
Does Liz water dish? Oh, never mind, I see it.
It's a treat.
Yeah, it blended in. Okay.
I think I can't tell you what they look like,
Okay.
but all I'm finding is your like. You have three right here.
Okay, I got a couple.
here.
Unless you've been stealing my ladders to take some things off again.
How mad would you be?
You come across a dead human.
Oh.
Hold it. How young is it?
Adult.
Okay. Less sad. Ow, dog. Toe got stuck to the carpet.
Do I dare search the corpse?
Come here, Luna. Kommen Sie helfen Sie bitte schnell. Schnell!
Do you want to?
Dunkel. Kommen Sie helfen Sie bitte.
I've been playing too much Skyrim. I'm not sure if I want to. At the same time, though, I want to try and identify who this... to see if I can find any way to identify who this was.
Well, if you want to examine the corpse, roll to investigate. Roll for investigation.
I know, I just rolled. So... that's a 12 for investigation.
12 total.
Mm-hmm.
So, you find what appears to be a single set of wolf tracks near the corpse, as well as what appears to be a half-eaten meat pie.
Meat pie?
A mincemeat pie.
A mincemeat pie.
Yep. Half-eaten.
I mean, he's not gonna finish it.
Knowing that it probably won't hurt you if it's old, I actually hold it out to you. You say, as if to say non-verbally, if you want it, take it. Not my funeral.
Tempting. No, I shouldn't take it. It could be human.
Does it smell human to you?
I want to roll for that.
Roll for perception.
That's a unnatural 20.
The pie is made from human.
I throw it over my shoulder.
It's a good thing I didn't eat that.
Then have a splat on the ground.
Who knows what would happen if I got a taste for human flesh?
Okay. I don't see anything else of note.
Do you want to keep
Except
searching?
the fact that there have been wolves nearby, but darned if I can track them. I'll keep on looking.
Anyone want to make a survival check to figure out about the wolf or anything? Survival.
Something tells me it's the same wolves that came.
That's a 23 in investigation.
Something tells me it's the same wolves that we ran into earlier.
So, Aaron
Oh.
finds in his investigation what appears to be a crumpled up flyer.
Crumpled up what?
Flyer?
A crumpled up advertisement flyer for Morgantha's meat pies.
Oh.
With the subtitle, "A Bite to Escape Your Worries."
They're dying from prion disease because they're eating these pies. I love how that's my first worry other than the moral implications.
I have a suspicion about what exactly the hags are doing with those children. And I don't think we'll find many of them, if any of them, left alive.
That's depresso. Will you quit digging at the blanket? Yes, you.
Yes, this is going to be a mystery that you all can solve next week. And until then, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell to get notifications. And there'll be links down in the description linking to my Patreon page, a link to the site where you can get copies of the cards based off of the characters in this game, as well as other links to support the other players in the group. And until then, see you all next week. Goodbye.